Welcome to the show. Today we're going to try and talk in rhyme as we go because we've got a little poetry. Pay attention, you and me. Jou turn.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Justin's my police, I love you.
Dit is maar vir wie? Dit is maar vir wie? Ek het nie 'n rhyme vandag nie. Roep my kind, laat ek ons Stefan, dit is op die show.
Dat was Ross, kom staan hier en doe your vanity.
Hello, I'm the Wonder Bra. Don't think too far.
Sy klink baie rah. Baie rah.
Coming up on the show today, we've got two members of the Cape Town Community Arts Festival, and they're about to go to Paris. So they'll tell us about what they're going to do there.
Okay.
Yes, fancy.
Parlez-vous? Can you speak French?
Je parle français un peu.
Un peu wat?
Oui.
Sy te pie. Ja.
Okay, maak nou klaar.
Voilà, rhymes with everything.
And then also we've got one of our MTN winners, Halima Sambo, and she comes to tell us how that's changed her life.
Oh, nice. Khalima's got a letter today.
Where did it come from and what did it say? That Khalima can no longer stay. She had to move from her house at the end of May. Vanessa May Nani, a CEO Nani, a man's a problem, a city. A man's a coffee, a man's a movie.
Oh, speaking of which, don't be a bee with a song in your head.
Sailor went to the Here is Ron.
He is coming on to do the song in your head, just like every week we said.
Sarap and now your man.
Don't you fear, Ronald is here. Yes, I'm queer, so buy me a beer. It is that time of the morning for me to do the song in your head.
Okay, win is quiet, I can win.
Looking at this, looking at the songs in your head, we have Elizabeth and Chloe that has Just Give Me a Reason.
I love that song. Sing a little bit of it.
I don't know what you know.
Just give me a reason.
Just a little bit.
Sing it, Sally.
Not that little. Just give me a reason, just a little bit's enough. Just a second, we're not broken, just spend, and we can learn to love again.
So, Rian Gakumahar has got When I Fall in Love.
Oh, I love that. When I fall in love, it will be forever. Or I'll never fall in love in a restless world like the seas. Love is ended before it's begun, and too many moonlight kisses.
Okay, and another one. Jessica Ice has got Nightingale.
Bro.
Go.
A nightingale, sing us a song of a love that once belonged. A nightingale, tell me your tale. Was your journey far too long?
I clearly for you. Don't let this moment pass.
Assume the position. And then the last one, Aryan has got Any Earth, Wind and Fire song.
Who?
Aryan.
Oh.
Any
Orion
Nee, praat van Aryan.
Nou, wat is hy biscuit se naam nou weer?
Oreo.
Ek besluit.
Advertising, we gaan julle. Earth, Wind and Fire, kom jy sing Any Earth, Wind and Fire vir die mense.
Do you remember
Us.
the very first night of September since I died? Then it's in remember.
Scat.
That's a sign away.
Uh.
I was a feeling.
This is such a painful song in your
Listen to me.
That's really painful.
As ek nou twerk is jy nie moeilikheid. As ek nou twerk is jy nie moeilikheid. Ooh, let's twerk, Ron. I just want to come to show me quickly. Hoe twerk? Volgende movie asseblief. Volgende movie asseblief. Kom hier so jou nik.
Koffie, voor die koffie.
You can actually start a show called Morphe Asseblief.
Oh.
Ja, ik kan het weer wat. Moffie alsjeblieft, in je haar. Why not?
Morphe on your back. Haha, it's the first lady with the news, and in motoring news, for a change, motoring news, everybody had an uncle that had a Datsun.
No, uncle in the furniture business altijd.
Uncle is valiant. I think.
That don't rhyme.
Can I do my news,
Yeah.
please?
Laat het erin.
Yes, back in the day, many uncles in the 70s and early 80s drove Datsuns because they were stylish, reliable, and somewhat fast and fuel efficient. They're making a comeback.
Datsun?
Datsun is
Whoa.
coming back to South Africa. But it's actually a rebadged Renault, so... Really?
Lijkt ze haar, niet zo zeker.
Okay, Lucia, mire haar
Hij
eye.
lijkt bij chocolate.
No.
Put some lippers on your back, your lippers droog.
Als van
I
de
like
man die
it.
ook
It
koopt.
looks nice. I like it.
Nee,
But you know when you wave, can you see this? If you make like air, it moves.
En die mustache is
Okay, you can talk now. I'm gonna make wind for you.
Do we have to zoom in on my strain? Does this really need to happen? Oh my word. In other news, I have a radio show, my own radio show Tuesdays on Taxi Radio from 3 till 4. Did you just see me make it about myself? Did you just see that
Now we
happen?
noticed.
Yes,
We
sir.
noticed.
In other news about me, I'm a stand-up
Oh,
comedian. I'm a stand-up comedian, and I've finally been booked after almost 3 years of being in this industry. 3 years, damn it! I've finally been booked for your Master Comedy Club. This is like the Super Bowl for me.
Ja, maar als ze met die baas slapen, kan het gewoon gebeuren.
But that would be slipping away through the middle, so I'm just not into that.
Oh!
Anyway, on the 26th of September at the River Club, I will be performing for the very first time at your Master Comedy Club. And it's going to be fantastic.
En hij slaapt in die pa.
Oh, all right. Thank you so much, First Lady.
There was more,
Oh,
actually.
let's hear it then.
McDonald's Vangate Mall,
Ja.
your service is
Mok.
terrible.
Mok.
Julle is terracotta, your service is terrible. It's a drive-through, not a park-off.
And thank you.
Sort yourselves out.
Also to say the one in Lansdowne also, it's mock.
Is there a McDonald's in Lansdowne?
Yes, there's a new mall that is just behind the Nova Park.
Ja, laat me een clown.
It's behind in Nova Park. What were you expecting?
Thank you, Isabel Jones.
What were you expecting? You didn't know they don't. The award counselor isn't even that present. Oh yeah, I said it. The police services went for training on how to handle gays and lesbians.
Oh.
Almost like we're not human.
Wauw, als is omdat jullie
But
terug
thanks
No,
for
bekijken.
it's sensitivity training.
Als is omdat jullie
I thought they would have that sensitivity before they even started
Well, clearly not,
being police
so-
officers.
Isn't it a good thing?
It's a
now?
great thing,
Yeah.
and I'm very happy that it happened. But the fact that it happened just shows that the police aren't as evolved as they're supposed to be.
And no surprises there, but yeah, definitely. It's nice to know that there's some initiative going on to make that become real or reality. If that
I have this approach to life: prevention is better than cure. That's just my 2 cents on
and
that.
you got that from?
I don't know. I read it on some
Mommy.
pamphlet
Oh.
somewhere.
bij die kliniek gewoon.
Shout out to Carmen Brown. I've been meaning to send you a shout out. Aliara. Thanks for being a great viewer. Thanks for loving all of us. Interact with us on our Facebook page, Jade Mosa Blackberry. Come on now. And the St. Francis Fireflies in Strandfontein for loving us the way you do.
Thank you, Fireflies in
I
Strandfontein.
know they watch us in Strandfontein. I cannot
That's
believe
lekker. I
it.
didn't even know people had TV's in Strandfontein.
Ik het is
That's
op de
really-
dagen
That's what I was thinking.
That's
I was at the
nice.
high tea in Strandfontein.
Oh, my word.
I thought we'd be eating dacha cookies.
That's where I was going with that one.
But no, we were just drinking tea. I wanted to throw rum in the urn so that it's Long Island iced tea.
It
but
depends
yeah.
on what the tea was brewed with. There's also that. High tea. I like the idea of a little high tea. If that's all about you, then we can move on.
There was one more
you-
thing.
Okay.
There was one more thing. There was one more thing. A bit of poetry.
Oh,
I
poetry,
was
yes.
walking down the street and a pamphlet blew through my feet. and it said, "You missed the passion gap, you cuck stupid. You must out the passion gap, you must out. If you weren't there, you must out." We had people coming there, what, 7 times? 7 times.
From a start
Hashtag-
Moreesburg, hoor.
Yeah.
People travel.
We had people from
Joburg, Durban.
What's
but I
that
mean,
place
one-
with the big birds?
Oudtshoorn.
We had a
Grootwolf.
guy from
Groot
Oudtshoorn
Eyers.
there. You staying Goodwood, you weren't there. Shame on
Oh, en
thou.
sien de sound dat
Nou,
vir
mijn
hy
regte
English teacher wat so verkeerd gespeel het.
Ai, nee, no. Don't, leave it.
En die ou wat
Oh,
laat gespeel het.
if we're nearly done with you,
It's Eugene Matthews with Taxivision News.
thank you, Eugene, mate. You may go now. You may go. Bye.
Camera!
Bye.
Change the
Cheers. Yo.
En nou is dit tyd vir hy kleintjie Happy Feet.
Oh, look at it.
Dans. Hy het 'n lekker pak.
Okay.
Dis nie nou meer ons files nou gegaan.
Say, Unchi
You
Paul.
were discussing my own
Oh,
files.
what's them? It was them.
Well, whoever. But I've got a rhyme for you.
Okay, rhyme. Let's hear. Say, ja, kan eens een moment krijgen?
Dit vir 'n hele 5 minute gestaan met jou spookhuise maar. Anyway,
Hazel Katzen doesn't blow her hair, this is a Spookara.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Hashtag, yeah, I said it. Even in
no,
Moffie
you
Mossie.
cheat.
En 'n twee
No.
Noordstar uit 'n Noordstar.
Los, je kan. Praat jouw rijmpje, my kind.
That's
Praat,
a North
praat.
Star's high techs.
can I have my moment please?
Yes, of course.
Gaat vrienden met je wheatbix.
But I'm gonna leave the rhyme, it's fine, it's fine. Anyway,
Ai, nou, je doet niet rhyme.
but it's rude.
Terug.
That's why. Anyway, in your sports this week, yeah, Serena Williams and Rafael Nadal won the US Open titles in the men's and women's respectively.
Serena, nee?
Serena-
Serena is
Serena
amazing.
man.
No, this is Serena Williams.
She won,
Service,
yeah.
Serena Williams.
Sy's Amerikaanse sy's 'n American.
Something
Hey,
like
los
that.
verkeerde uit.
Ek het maar net
Has to give in birth yet.
Okay. Yes.
Wasn't
so
she-
that
Doesn't
is
have,
open.
that would mean that
Who's the lucky man?
Yeah.
Ovaries.
Anyway,
Can
Tim,
we get the scene
Tim.
start over?
no. Anyway, and in your English Premier League, then on with big matches coming up, but Manchester City will be taking on Manchester United, and then the Springboks will be taking on the Greek was. Oh.
Wat is dit vir terugnikken? Oh, worry with you.
At Newlands, yes, and then Taz Uzani from the University of the Western Cape will be making his debut.
Nice.
Yeah, I watched him in the varsity shield, and he is someone to look out for. I'm gonna groot ek hom kry vir jou te speel, kyk. And yeah, that was the sports. Thank you.
And Tokyo got the 2012 Summer Olympics.
Oh, yay.
Yeah,
Excited.
I'm in the country.
En
I'm in the country, not like it's a the country.
nee, en sy het die skoene.
Reference Joe.
Thank you very
way
much,
out.
Becky, for that. We appreciate it highly.
Your background music was cricket.
As in die myne. Oh.
Okay, Justin, come and tell us what is happening with your
Ladies
Oma
and gentlemen,
Purse.
give it up for the Butch Mafia. Right set friend. Sexy for the show.
Too sexy.
Wag man.
So on the Vanity Case this week, we speak to a woman of inspiration, pure inspiration. We gave her the Wonderful Woman Awards 2013. Wilma Liederman joins us in studio this week on Vanity Case. We're going to find out why she is such an inspiration to every single person out there in the community. So stay tuned to Vanity Case tomorrow night, brought to you in association with Shadow Shoes.
Panos.
Thank you, Justin.
So sorry. What do you?
Why is he say maak kyk dit goed is en hoe moet daai vrou voel?
Dan wat ek
Ek het dink hoe moet daai vrou voel dit dan daai is iets wat uit haar lende uitgekom het.
Ek was dit
Wat
van sukses.
En hoe dit is daai vrou ding is nie ja loop af gesê honestly. Pas come and do the dedication. Laat dit sy in die middel staan.
Wat sê jy maar?
En sê haar kant.
Ek wil lede van sukses.
The first dedication is from Elizabeth Ann Curry, and she says to my family, nothing brings a family closer than the day we lost Mama. We all miss her every day, but it was her time to go. We are able to find comfort in each other. I love you guys. That's very sweet. Fasih Ibrahim says, shout out to my wife Zara, love you stacks. And then Bradley Zah says, a big huggy and a kissy from Caden to Rosh.
Hey, Caden.
Do you, Caden?
Hello, Caden.
Let's actually say happy birthday to him because he's going to be, this week he's going to be 2 years old.
Alright, kusin.
And he says, away Tolly, because that's how he says your name. Cute,
How appropriate.
So happy birthday to
Ja, hy het nog jou Tolly dan met sy
Caden
name.
was like this.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Caden. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip. Hooray!
The next dedication is from Renee Juries. She says, to my mom and dad, we'll be married for 32 years
Wow.
on the 12th of
Gee hy
September.
vrou 'n medal? Oh.
En 'n belt.
Thank you for being such a great example to me and my kids. Mom and dad, you guys have stayed together, though there's been many trials. You're the perfect example of what a marriage and lifelong friendship should be. We love you and really appreciate everything you've done for us. Love you lots.
Ek weet jy val op jou bek.
It's the ladder of success.
You need to climb a little
It's
higher, my
not a
spud.
lever, it's a ladder. It's a ladder, not a ladder. Yeah.
It's a ladder.
And then our homegirl out in Alcobra, Jessica A, says, to Wendy van Loo Abrams and Leanne van Loo, my deepest condolences on the passing of your mom. Thinking of you and sending all my loves. And similarly from all of us here, keeping you and your family in
Yeah.
our prayers. And then lastly, Estelle,
Hey Stella.
and she's not a freaky fairy anymore. She's got a little taxi baby,
It's
says,
now net freaky.
she says to my Titi husband and kids, Angeline, Jacques, Patricia, Jadwin, and Jamie, thank you for doing so much for Connor and me. She says it's much appreciated. And to my friend Amma on the passing of a 1-year-old baby girl, you're in our thoughts and in our prayers. Your little angel is gone too soon. Love you guys much.
Yeah, no, it's very sad. It's very tough that we're thinking about you. All right, Posh, are you speaking to after the break?
We're speaking to Khadija and Kazi, and they're from the Cape Town Arts Community Festival.
Vanmiddag het jy gesê Khadija Khabiba was Nee.
Kom, ons gaan
Not
na die break.
in rhyme to the break, because you must stay awake, because after when we come back, we've got lekker things lekker on
Om te
track.
kyk en dan jy nie kyk en dan jy like
En het blyk die ding het gedagte in sy koppie, hy buik weg van wat ons probeer om te accomplish,
Slaat my
maar hy
laat
het so met hy
van die
vyf leash
geloof.
en
yeah. What?
We'll see you after the break. We'll see you after the break. Stay with us.
I just want to say something. Liesel, you're missing to me. You sing very nice.
You, Lisa. Ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-bum. You are my hero, and you're always on CTV.
Hartley's Buffet and Diner. We make the most mouth-watering grills, curries, seafoods, Malay dishes and much more. A full buffet at 99 Rand per person, excluding drinks and dessert. We also cater for business and other functions. Hartley's Buffet and Diner, situated at 113 Oshery Road, Wynberg, or call us on 021 761 2374. Visit our website at www.hartleysfoods.co.za.
Just Junk Sales and Auction Center. From junk removal, scrap metal, dog shredding, chemical waste, transport, sales, auctions and logistics, anything goes. And very importantly, recycle, recycle, recycle. Contact us for junk removals, upcoming sales and auctions on 021 801 1100 or find us at www.justjunk.co.za. Just Junk Sales and Auction Center. We turn your trash into cash.
The Artist Friend. We're located at 170 Lower Main Road, Observatory. Manufacturers and suppliers of high-quality digital prints, primed stretched canvases, box strainers, all your art material and all types of block mounting. For more information, contact 021 447 3583. The Artist Friend. There's a new friend in town.
Cape Ads, from Khayelitsha to Constantia, Mowbray to Makassar, and Higoville to Heidelberg. We cover the mother city. We reach 90,000. If you want your business to reach into the hearts and homes of Cape Town, advertise with Cape Ads and turn our audience into your clients. Cape Ads, your king of classifieds.
Welcome back to Taxi Vision. Joining us in studio is Khadija and Kazi. Hello, welcome. How y'all doing?
Hello, Christian.
Hello,
I believe you ladies have been invited to Paris. Tell me more.
Yes, we have. We've been invited to Paris to perform at the Festival de Automne, which is
The Autumn Festival.
Paris Autumn Festival.
And what will you be doing here?
We are poets. Some of us are poets. 3 of us, in fact, are spoken word artists, which is preferable. And Kazi is an indigenous music personage and singer.
Yes. Okay, before we get to you, let's do poetry first.
No, first of all, what is poetry? Because if
I was leading into that question, Christian. I can't work under this confusion. What is poetry?
Okay, poetry is ek is mos verkoop teen my manskap, 'n government wat alweer praat van equality and freedom, maar hier is die ding, vingerwys verby daar waar ek bly, is nie so bad offie. Maak nie saak hoeveel gangsters en drug addicts is, hier kom nie van die struggle nie. And is by definition not defined as an apartheid crime. Poetry is let me compare thee to a summer's day, blah, blah. Poetry is many different things.
So yeah, from my understanding, there is different genres in poetry. For instance, you get your Adam Small, you get William Shakespeare, then you get the Snyders. There was a local poet, he's passed on, Devious.
Oh,
yeah, he was.
What a poet!
Oh, he was.
What a poet!
Wasn't he a rapper? Oh, it was ignorant.
That is his poem. That's the name.
That's the kind of genre that he did, but
that is the name of the poem.
He was an MC.
He wrote his text.
Ignorance. That was the name of the poem.
En hy het geskryf in Kaaps.
Ja.
Afrikaaps.
I've heard of that. Thanks to Taxi Vision.
Paris, France. Wat zijn er woord voor woe?
You are going somewhere with that question.
I know, I'm trying to get there. But
I think Kazi can answer, yes.
What is your role in this whole going to Paris and all of that?
Well, we're part of the Cape Cultural Collective here in Cape Town, where we are an intergenerational community volunteer organization. We have monthly events every Friday at the Slave Church. But the most important thing about this French trip is that...
Wait, the Slave Church? I'm not familiar with the Slave Church.
This is on Long Street.
Ignorant. I'm owning my ignorance today.
The Museum.
Yes.
Yeah. So now it's restored as the Slave Church as a museum. So there are some exhibitions when you come in, but it is where the slaves actually worshipped. And even the feeling of it, it's very gloom. So whenever we have functions there, it's always about who's going to bring more lighting and all these things. But it has the pulpit there, it has the organ there, it's got a top section, very beautiful and cozy place.
And you guys do shows there once a month?
We do our monthly program there, which is the poetry, music, and live. And we live on donation when people come, but we do want people to come to have a sense of community around the arts, because a lot of artists and musicians are very fragmented and they're very competitive and nothing ever really comes to fruition from that. And even with this opportunity to go to France, it means that we are putting an organization that is based on volunteers, based on people who give their time and their service and their art. We're putting it on the map and saying, we can get to France. We don't need to be up and prim and proper and going to castings and doing that. There's nothing wrong with that, but get yourself to France.
That's amazing. That is quite amazing. I don't imagine poetry being a lucrative career art form thing. Or am I going too
Same as some of our parents, they have that idea about art.
Yes.
No, now I'm trying to find out by them, how hard is it for you guys as spoken word artists?
And musicians. I mean, poets are, I think, at the lower rung of the ladder of arts, I think. I think more and more now, poets are getting profiled, they're getting more and more of a profile, but I think it's also because they're speaking to the people, and they're speaking to the issues that are bothering the people.
The social commentary.
The social commentary, so there is that, but this is not new. I mean, this has been going on throughout the ages. Poets and artists, visual artists and musicians have always commented on the social ills and the issues and served as a system of checks and balances, actually. You know, an unorthodox system of checks and balances. So I think it's poetry's time at this point to shine. And so more and more people are becoming interested, especially when you speak to their hearts, they're starting to listen and go, oh, that's poetry. I thought poetry was that other stuff that I don't understand.
Roses are red, violets are blue.
But Shakespeare's language was street language once.
Yeah.
And then some rich people took it over and elevated it to some
elite
language. Italian
Elitism.
was a rubbish language once, and then Dante wrote something in Italian, and it became an elevated language. So it's like Afrikaans is one day going to be an elevated language. It's going to hopefully not elevated as in it becomes alien, but to consider a mother tongue and a language, a proper, because it's older than Afrikaans proper. The Afrikaans proper. It was the language of the slaves and the Dutch and the Khoi here. They had to develop this language called Afrikaans to be able to communicate with each other. So some people came and took Afrikaans, took the words that were more used by slaves and by the sun, and said, this is the real Afrikaans. This is the saver Afrikaans. As die straat mense se taal.
Something that interests me is how do you as a poet get recognition as far as France? How do you get invited to that?
Look, France is the mecca of the arts. If you play it in France, you have accomplished something in your career. Because they do appreciate, and they, besides all recessions that are happening, they are still supporting the arts. And they respect the arts for what the arts bring to the social being, just the human being, how we humanize ourselves with music, with arts, and be allowed to have that expression, the poetic license. You know, that is how we actually start to move the envelope. That is how, with our dreams and our visions, we start to move as a society. But the poets then speak to the collective to say, hey, don't you feel like I feel? And that's the...
See that, Wendy. So how does that make you, not as a person, as a poet, feel to go to France?
As a musician, as an indigenous, African musician.
My bad.
I mean, my heroes have all performed in France. The Dizu Plakis from Langa, Lungiswa Plakis, Amampondo, Salif Keita, Angelique Kidjo. That's where they also made it. And the whole thing with going there is to say, can I have an entry point into the market? I've mainly worked in the Scandinavian market where I was teaching a lot because they like to bring African artists to help with young people and their expression and their development. Because it's cold, it's depressing climate, the arts become an outlet. A lot of young people in Scandinavia, they have bands, they have studios, they're making albums, and they're not waiting to be famous for something or
But
another.
at the same time, they have the money to be able to do that.
Well, they have the social welfare. They don't really have the money. The money they make, they have to spend on the high cost of living. So they have the opportunities through things like NORAD, CEDA, to travel the world and interact. And that's where it all began for me, at least about 10, 20 years ago, 10, 15 years. Yes. I use anti. I use anti-aging. Something like that would come up here.
Okay, we are running out of time. If we have a lot of viewers who are they're listening to you and they are feeling what you're saying. Where do they contact you?
They can go to the Facebook page, the Cape Cultural Collective Facebook page, Cape Cultural Collective.
Say it again.
Cape Cultural Collective.
And again.
Cape Cultural Collective Facebook page. And come and see us on the 27th of September at the Magnet Theatre in Observatory. We will be doing a preview of the performance we're taking to Paris, Uhadi, it's called.
Is there entry fee or something?
The poster is also on our Facebook page with the numbers to contact people. It's 60 Rand per person.
Please book, because we've got a few seats left and we're only running for one night.
I think we've got 20 tickets left.
Running for one night.
Let's hope it's not sold out by the time this episode is.
I want to see you.
Fletcher, man, your eie tyd. And I'm going to do this in a top billing style. We'll be back after the break.
The Artist Friend. We're located at 170 Lower Main Road, Observatory. Manufacturers and suppliers of high-quality digital prints, primed stretched canvases, box strainers, all your art material and all types of block mounting. For more information, contact 021 447 3583. The Artist Friend. There's a new friend in town.
Cape Ads, from Khayelitsha to Constantia, Mowbray to Makassar, and Higovale to Heidelberg. We cover the mother city. We reach 90,000 people every week. If you want your business to reach into the hearts and homes of Cape Town, advertise with Cape Ads and turn our audience into your clients. Cape Ads, the king of classifieds.
Just Junk Sales and Auction Center. From junk removal, scrap metal, dog shredding, chemical waste, transport, sales, auctions and logistics, anything goes. And very importantly, recycle. Contact us for junk removals, upcoming sales and auctions on 021 801 1100 or find us at www.justjunk.co.za. Just Junk Sales and Auction Center. We turn your trash into cash.
Hartley's Buffet and Diner. We make the most mouth-watering grills, curries, seafoods, Malay dishes and much more. A full buffet at 99 Rand per person, excluding drinks and dessert. We also cater for business and other functions. Hartley's Buffet and Diner, situated at 113 Oshery Road, Wynberg, or call us on 021 761 2374. Visit our website at www.hartleysfoods.co.za.
MTN Mahala Airtime is bigger and better than ever. And now, with 50% Mahala Airtime, my man Ricardo over here can call and dedicate his love for his daddy every day at any time.
Daddy?
Ricardo?
I love you, Daddy. You are my superstar.
Asante. Recharge and get 50% Mahala Airtime every day at any time. That's bigger and better Mahala for you.
You know what's really bothering me, just as an aside, welcome back to the show. Edgar's held a beauty competition, Miss Edgar's Western Cape. And you know who won it? A drag queen. Hey! Shut up. Now, I'm as liberal as the next guy. I really am. I'm all for LGBT, and like equal rights and everything. But if you're holding a competition to say, who is the most appropriate woman here, you cannot choose a guy. You cannot. I think it's insulting. I think it's insulting to those women who entered, and I think it's wrong. And I really think, Edgar's, you need to relook the terms and conditions of your competition.
And Rosh was a
my
judge.
feeling on it. And Diana was a judge. Diana,
You go, Rosh, we love you.
Okay,
Are
we're
you a
ready.
Muslim?
No.
Who's the mochi?
Halima Sambo is one of our MTN winners. We're very excited that she's here. And you know the thing that she did? She just entered. It's as simple as that. You need to get your entries in.
In fact, next week we're going to announce the winner of the 10,000 rand. Okay.
And also we're giving away a brand new phone next week as well. So stay
You
tuned.
now they tell me, really? Oh, cool. So Halima, you won this.
Sony Xperia V.
Oh.
I
Nee, die
looked at your
microphone,
phone.
Brigitte, mochi, die microphone.
sorry.
Sony Xperia V.
Yes.
I don't
Okay.
even know how that thing works. Have
Me
you been
neither.
actually giving
It's-
it out?
The past week has been very interesting. I was like, whoa, but I'm one of the cool kids now on Instagram and stuff.
Lekker. You must go to the store because they show you how to do it if you go there. It's true.
Sorry?
You can just go to the store and you can go, listen, show me how this thing works.
Yeah, I have to go because it's like
Because it's a lot, eh?
crazy.
I know, I have the tablet, Sony Xperia V tablet, and there's a lot. And there's a lot you're losing out on if someone's not actually who knows what all the intricacies shows you. You lose out on a lot.
Oh my word, and the typing, I'm like a crazy person. Seriously.
You have like twins. I mean, you told us when you came to the studio, you've got twins and you've got a toddler as well. Has that voice typing made it easy for you?
Jy het 3 kinders.
It doesn't look that way.
The
the pictures.
School? Alia, op schoolbanken begin.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm joking. The picture quality is amazing.
Oh,
like,
no, I agree
I
with
can take a lot of quiet pictures of my kids.
You know what I do? I put them up on Facebook and people just go crazy. They just go like, whoa, what quality. And that's really nice. They're just the resolution and they get a really nice
Awesome.
picture.
I love it.
Oh,
Thank
fantastic.
you.
Wow, we please you can make a difference. It's really lekker. Thanks for entering.
Thank you guys so
Thanks,
much.
Halima.
Have a
Thank
good
you,
one,
MTN.
That's Halima Sambo, our winner. You too could be a winner. We're going to tell you today when you must go check out the Facebook page to see if you won one.
300 rands worth of MTN airtime. Go
Yes,
and
baby.
check the Facebook page a bit later in the show.
I hope it's someone I know, so I can't get any more. Please call me. Please call me. I can't tell you. All right, so we were talking poetry a little earlier on, and these rather magnificent ladies over here. And I must just tell both of you, it means the world to me. I run into poets, I'm immediately immensely cheered because I do believe there's not enough accent on poetry in our country. I read somewhere, somebody once said, it's the finest of the fine arts is poetry because it is about that synthesizing concepts down to that word and that rhythm and being concise and communicating huge philosophies and stuff. So I'm a big one for poetry. But you guys, you are doing your performance when?
We are on the 27th of September,
7th. It's the
Friday.
Slave Lodge.
This is at the Magnet Theatre.
Oh, at the Magnet in OBS.
In
So
Observatory,
in Observatory, it's Lower Main Road, OBS, on the 27th
Yes.
of September. Okay.
And it's the show that we're taking to Paris called Ohadi. The Paris team, they were completely fascinated by the poetry they heard when they came to Cape Town. And they feel that it captures that beauty of Cape Town in the words, and that's why they said they fought for us to be on the program. So I think we're the only poetry act that's going to be there for the festival.
You know, I know I seem like I'm listening to you, but your voice.
I
Oh,
know.
my word.
It's
You have
beautiful.
such a beautiful voice. I was just listening to the quality and the timbre. Have you had voice training?
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
You use your voice beautifully.
Of course.
You are also a singer now.
Yes. That's what I am. I'm a musician.
Okay.
So I teach at Stellenbosch University,
Okay, yeah.
and I train music teachers. And I teach ethnomusicology and world music, and research African music.
Are we up? Are South Africans up on the world music phenomenon? Are they aware of how big it is?
I think there are a lot of politics in world music that people like are feisty about. People like Paul Simon and
Yes.
his collaboration with Stimela and Ladysmith Black Mambazo, as though collaborators come to the third world to boost their careers.
Yeah, and take also without quite acknowledging.
But I mean, there's been so much in technology that has happened that people can share their music. There are things like SoundCloud, YouTube, where you can share, be on a platform. You don't need a recording company that's going to give you 7 to 10% on your creativity. And the whole world of intellectual property is starting to boom. So we're all going to start working from home.
I love that. You know, I remember being, I think it was probably in the 90s, I was in the Netherlands somewhere, and they had a big world music festival. I just remember being at that festival and just thinking, I want the whole world to be like this. I want, this feeling of from all corners of the globe, you have people making music, bands, individuals. It was such a great vibe in the crowd, and that's when I got turned onto that whole.
I think it's a beautiful experience. I had the same experience at the Cape Town Gardens, at the Cape Town Festival. The Cape Cultural Collective had a slot. And we started our slot where I played the mbira, and there was the marquee tent, and everything just went dead quiet.
I was there. It was so amazing. Must say.
Wow.
And that was really just that moment that says, as simple as it is, just on amplification, this is who we are.
I love that. The CCC has been going for a while, though. You guys have been around for a while, the Cape Cultural Collective.
About 2005, I think.
So, about 6-7 years,
Yeah, it came out of Wordsworth saying and Wordsworth singing, that RJI, which was a project of RJI's. And Robbie Jansen, Zane Adams, they were all on that project.
Yes,
Yeah.
because also that was after the maps and and also Woodstock. What were they down there?
There's
Commarts and those guys.
Yes, it was a reconciliation project.
Ah.
So, for instance, on that project, there was Wordsworth saying and there were songs with singing. And that's when I took on the Kroonendaal children, and they were singing a political song.
Okay.
I taught them a political song.
Oh, we had a lovely, I remember we were out in Elsie's, and we had done a donation for a school. And it's always, I mean, it's not really funny, but it is. So these little colored children all in the standing there. So Kushili came, and then they were all like, and the teacher said, come, we're going to sing the national anthem. And don't know that. Kosi tikileli Afrika. It was so precious. It was so absolutely precious. But I think it's, for me, part of what the arts' work really is to get all those distances between us away, to bring in that sense of, underneath all the skin and hair and bones, there's spirit, and we're all connected, and that spirit needs to be fed. It needs the arts for that.
Yes.
That feeding of the soul. Yeah.
You see, the arts, they go straight to the emotions.
Yeah.
So they break all these racial, cultural boundaries that we have. And someone can sit and listen to the most beautiful Indian music and start to have different perceptions about Indian people.
I saw a couple of years ago, they started, I think Adele Blanken, those guys started it, when they did I was doing a gig with them in Durban, and what they'd done is they'd melded the traditional Zulu dancing and Indian dancing. Now, you would immediately think, that doesn't, I tell you, I was blown away. It was so because they're both so cultural.
Yes.
And culture is culture, isn't
Culture is culture.
But any instruments, and we're just landing this on you now. How much hear you sing?
Do you prefer something very traditional or something smooth?
Well, she has such a beautiful voice, and I'm dying to hear her sing. So here she's going to do a little something for us without instruments, because we're just landing this on her. Kazi, over to you.
Thank you, Sally. I'll do something from my upcoming album. Never said that on television. So do support. Okay, so this is a song written by Fuad Adams. Dibene pupa ngawe kwakhona ubuso bakho buqaqambile xamphupha ngawe imini yonke ndazi ngensuku zatywala uzaba ngowami abanye bantu bathi amaphupho iminqweno ncinga ndazi amaphupha efezekiseka loo nto ke ndikuqinile ngona phakade kunye nosuku
Oh. Word. Oh my word. Oh my word. That's beautiful. What does that say?
It says, I had a dream about you, and your face was glowing.
Okay, now.
And then I woke up.
It's funny because I always do this. I always go, and what makes me wonder if someone sings and I don't understand the words or I don't understand the language they're singing in, I think for myself, this is what that song means to me. So I'll tell you what your song meant to me. When you were singing it, I had the idea of the transition from a little thing to a butterfly. What are you before you're a butterfly? Caterpillar to butterfly. It was all transition. It was all about, don't worry, it's going to be like that. You'll be a butterfly. Don't worry about being a little. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. Beautiful. I love it. Okay, so the 27th at the Magnet in Orbs. That's where you can catch them.
8 p.m.
8 o'clock in the evening. But you also do regular performances once a month at the
Slave Church on Long Street.
Where do people get this online?
The Cape Cultural Collective group on Facebook.
Cape Cultural Collective group on Facebook. Check them out over there.
Join
right.
us.
So before because we're going to have So You Think You Can Poet, and we've got the entire crew standing by. These are going to be our judges. Please don't be like Randall Abrams. They're going to come and they're going to, it's very hard for anyone to be like Randall. They're going to come and they're going to do their little poems for us, and the judges will tell us how good they did or not. Before we do that, we've got a couple of things. We've got an announcement about the winner.
Yes, okay, well, the thing is you need to go right
Now.
to the Taxi Vision Facebook page, and the name of the winner will be posted there. And then you get to come and meet us when you collect your prize at our new Taxi Radio studio
You
at
don't have
Shadow
to. You
in
can-
Salt River.
You can, or you don't have to. You don't
Or you can just pick up your prize and...
And just like, don't look at us or anything. Our home is at Shadow in Salt River, so we'll all be there. You can wave to us at the window if you want. Also, we've got a new show coming up. You heard earlier on, we've got Gailing with the First Lady, our First Lady, Eugene Matthews, on a Tuesday at 3 o'clock. Well, on Thursdays at 3 o'clock, we have another new show. Come and tell us quickly, Speaky. As soon as he remembers who he is, I'm going to tell you, this show is called what?
It's called The Park Off.
The Park Off, yes. Don't ignore him.
It's called The Park Off with the Speaky and the Caleb Baseline Philander, and it is concentrated on the youth, but we also want to relate with all types of
older people, you can
yeah.
say it is fine. Actually, we had on their first rollout, older people were saying, oh my word, there's hope for the youth. I actually understand what they're talking about. So.
That is our aim, yes.
Thank you. You may go. Yes, you may go. Thank you. The other show that starts also on Taxi Radio this week, and it's really easy to get it. You go www.thetaxi.co.za, click on Listen Live, and you can hear all the doings of the Malmense. Another show that's starting is with our very own Wade Kutsia, that you often hear screaming here on the Taxi. What's your show called, sir?
It will be called the Taxi Beatbox, where we... Oh, nice. Don't worry, I'll allow you in studio. Where we focus on the youth, because I think it's about time the youth interact with the taxi, and we will give you the platform to say what matters to you. And yes, all about the positive things, the peace, love.
He never sounds this nice when he's talking to us behind the camera.
For a gay
That's the
person,
thing.
sounds
I'm
Tell us your
in front of the
mother, where's your
camera.
manners?
Hi, mother. Yes, so please catch that every Friday.
3 o'clock.
Yeah, 3 till 4. And you will be entertained, guaranteed.
Thank you so much for that. All right, so time for So You Think You Can Poet. All right, our judges, Khadija and Kazi. The judge's decision is final. That's almost gestreerd. Ek slap julle met 'n microphone, yes? So first up, ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 1.
In the pink shirt.
I'm going to try not to fall onto the stage.
I notice you close your eyes when you do poetry. I'll do the same. This is not original, but hear me out. Early in the morning, I put breakfast on your table. I make sure that your coffee has its sugar and cream. Your eggs are over easy. Thank you.
Thank you very much. A reminder, the judges will be scoring on originality and meaning.
Oh, now you tell me.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to go to our judges. Khadija, I'm going to start with you. Your impression of that?
Originality out of 10.
0. Oh, 2. That's very generous. Why am I
As for
holding-
presentation, lovely presentation. A little more emotion would have been welcome.
Your eggs
They rob
are
you in
over
Pero.
We're not done. We're not done. Your eggs are over easy. That's what Kate just talking about. We want to see
I'm a
more
comedian, not a poet.
And change the tone a little bit.
So your
Don't I
score-
get points for closing my eyes?
No.
No.
Your score-
Because I was in the moment. I was like so in the
Khadija,
moment.
your score out of 10?
4.
4 out of 10. All right, Kazi, your impression?
I would have also liked to have the change of tone
More
when
tone.
you started.
Mm.
And you say early in the morning.
Oh.
Get into character. Huh?
That's
But
why
I should get
I'm saying
extra.
that's why she's got Jamal.
I should get
That's why
extra for
she's
the
got Jamal.
emotion that I put into your eggs are over easy.
Omega 3.
And so out of 10?
I'll be generous with a 3.
A collective 7 is what you score out of 20. Thank you,
I was
Eugene.
7
Now
generous.
arguing with the judges. Go, go, go.
My mother tuned
Contestant
out already.
number 2, please. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm not a poet, and best you know it. So I will read it to you. Okay, that sounded quite Okay, this is my favorite one, and it is called Shall I Compare the Two Summer's Days? Sonnet 18. It is most, leave me out. And it reads, Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date.
Thank you, Ronald. Oh, yes.
Okay,
So
try
this is a tricky one. Kazi, I'm coming to you first.
Khadija, is that by a man or by a woman?
Shakespeare. Willem Wickelspies, yeah.
So it just needed a bit of.
But I don't have the.
That's a bad thing to say on TV.
Oh, yeah, no.
I climbed back under my rock.
It was a good choice, but traditional. We need something a bit more slam. Something.
I said I'm not a poet, and best you know. So.
Out of 10.
Well,
what
you're still
is-
rhyming.
I
I'll dose you up a bit with the.
You can give me a 2 is fine.
Yeah, don't tell the judges what you did.
Let's try with the 4.
Oh, look at that. You score better than each. And Khadija, your impression?
I would say 5 because I like you.
A collective 9 out of 20.
Should I sing for you now?
9 out of 20, go. 9 out of 20, that's our top score. 9 out of 20, the score to beat. All right, next contestant number 3. Julle moet move, ons het 5 minute, julle vat lang.
Though still in bed, my thoughts go out to you, my mortal beloved. Now and then, joyfully, then sadly, waiting to learn whether or not fate will hear us. My angel, I've just been told that the mail coach goes out every day. Therefore, I must close at once so that you may receive the letter at once.
Lovely. Thank you, Justin. Oh, that's lovely. I love the emotion in that. Thank you. Let's hear what the judges says. Khadija, are you on, Khadija?
That was lovely.
Lovely. I also really
I
like
felt like you were really thinking
In it.
and talking to your loved one.
Score out of 10?
Yeah. I would say 9.
9? Oh, wow. All right. And for you, Kat?
It was good. Great. Excellent. I never give more than an 80%.
Okay, so 8 for him. 8, that's 17 out of 20. Well done. Congratulations,
Well done.
Justin. The next Justin, please. Go, Justin, go. The next Justin, please. Ooh, hoor nou wat, seer agter. Yep.
I'm also going to read mine.
Okay.
In a poetic way.
I'll try. It's called Missing Summer. It's nothing to do with love. Yeah. Anyway. The grass so green, the sun so bright. Life seems a dream, no worries in sight. Tans and tank tops, laughter and bliss. Each moment passes without even a miss.
Thank you, Justin. It's very high school, I found, a little bit. Even I don't want to talk. I'm not a judge, but Kazi, your feeling on that?
I'll just go straight to the score.
Straight to the score.
7.
7? Whoa! This is a looks thing. I'm telling you now. That was score on looks. That was a woman sitting next to a guy going, 7. Khadija?
It was sweet. It is a bit high school. Thank you for rhyming.
Because al lank al het die sy
4. So that's 4 and 7 is 11. 11. Thank you very much, Justin. It's not a bad score.
Our number 2.
Justin, of course, on 17. Still the score to beat Black Ass.
No, I get my Mike.
Yeah.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
Thank you, Black Ass. Thank you. Thank you.
Sien net almal hulle tabs gebruik het en goed as kan ek mos maar my phone dan.
Least dit.
Okay, cool. Nou as al julle geld gehad het, julle geld gespend het en julle bananaskille in 'n slootjie gegooi het en julle biscuits, julle bistickets soos konfetti rondgestrooi het en julle koeldrinks en stein opgedrink het en julle borrels en blikkies in die gangetje gesit het en julle visgraatbolle en vrotvrugte in stukkende boksies en papiere rondgestrooi het en dan kom ek en ek maak die wereld weer skoon.
Thank you, Christian. Peter Snyder's. Ordinary Men's. Peter Snyder's feelings on this, Khadija. You know
Lovely.
Peter's works. I'm going to come to you first.
Thank you. Very passionate. Very true.
That's why we're going to France.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. Catch me.
Score?
12 out of 10.
12 out of 10. And she only ever gives 8, eh? 12. Yes, Khadija.
I would say 10.
10,
Yeah.
that's 22
I like
out of
it.
20. Thank you, Christian. And that our final contestant in this.
I'm a
the wonderful-
groupie.
Thank you, Christian. Thank you, Christian.
Good evening, judges. My poem is dedicated to young women. You need to believe that you're amazing. Don't let anyone tell you any different. And my poem is an excerpt from Maya Angelou, Phenomenal Woman. Pretty woman, wonder where my secret lies. I'm not cute or built to suit a fashion model size. But when I start to tell them, they think I'm telling lies. I say, it's in the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the stride of my step, the curl of my lips. I'm a woman, phenomenally. Phenomenal woman, that's me.
Opa, liking that in the judges' chair there with the judges. Let's hear quickly. We've got a minute. Yes, judges.
I love that poem.
It's a great poem.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's a favorite of mine too. But the one thing that I wish is that people would source more South African poets.
True.
I agree.
So I'm saying a 6.
6, thank
yes,
you.
delivery was lovely.
Nice delivery.
Yeah.
Very nice. Kazi?
In fact, Khadija's got a similar poem about people's hips and
Okay,
lives
I'm going to
and
find it
blah, blah,
today.
blah, blah. I would also give it a 6.
6 and 6, that's 12. Well done, Posh. So, we'll catch them on the 27th.
Don't ever go first.
The 27th of September at the Magnet in Ops. It starts at 8 o'clock. Catch them there. Khadija is going to poet us out of the show. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Khadija, over to you.
I want to tell stories, testy, cross-eyed stories, pillaging, frantic stories, stories we don't tell. Those stories.
Yes, can we pick up on I want to tell stories, please? Just ask Charlie if you can pick up there, please. Okay, then walk right into it, yeah. Wait first for the cue. Wait for the cue. If you'll sit for us, Khadija, sorry.
Okay.
So on his go, then you'll get up and you'll start. 3.
I want to tell stories, testy, cross-eyed stories, pillaging, frantic stories, stories we don't tell. Those stories lost between the cracks of what is topical, what is funded, and what becomes the righteousness of the moment. I'll tell those stories. The stories of light-skinned colored girls in working-class communities whose skins callous with words birthed by white man's tongues. Words that colored people, black people were called back then. Words that colored people used to defile other colored people. Secretly, you see, they want that skin. I'll tell these stories and many more stories like these, the unmentionables, the not so popular ones, the ones stuffed under floorboards in old houses in Wynberg, the ones throwing themselves from chairs to a dangling lyrical strange fruit, those stories that don't grow in the porous soil of the Cape Flats, the sinking barren stories of dreams forgotten and childless children on a playground unfit for playing. I'll tell those stories. The stories of a people who claim no name for themselves because they are told they have none. I am one of those people, and this is my once upon a time.
For more of the same, 27th of September, the Magnet Theatre, Lower Main Road, Observatory. Check you there. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you on next week's show. Go check out if you're a winner. Don't forget that. It's on the Facebook page. Thanks. Bye, everybody.